Shoot them all and let God sort them out.
Ka-Kafanee.
Pusha T's totally right about Travis Scott, Kanye, Drake, and Def Jam/UMG, and everyone else who's called him out over the past couple of years. All the people that Pusha T has been mentioning recently are really going out of their way to bring him up, because he really hasn't done anything since 2022 when he dropped his last album. And the biggest musical moments we've gotten from him recently have came from the announcement of the Clips album and some of the music being debuted at the Louis Vuitton shows. Regardless of that, people have still found ways to pull Pusha T into random beefs and just general clown behavior. And the main artist over the past week or so that he's been mentioning in interviews has been Travis Scott.
It's Travis. He's harmless.
All the way back in 2023, the Clips were recording their album in the Louis Vuitton headquarters with Pharrell. This was also at the same time that Travis was doing a lot of his promo for Utopia, and his album was pretty much done and ready to release, and he was playing it for people. And one of the people he was really excited to play the album for was Pharrell, who's been a longtime collaborator and mentor for Travis, even working with him all the way back in 2015 on Rodeo for the song Flying High.
I be flying high, shorty, I be flying high.
He also worked with Travis on Astroworld and Utopia.
I get it, love, they love me long time.
So they've had a really good relationship throughout the years and never really had any problems. The same thing goes for Pusha T at the time. Him and Travis have worked together in the past. He even said he wanted Travis to produce one of his albums. And while it's pretty typical for artists to play music for their peers and mentors before it comes out, in Travis's case, he flew all the way to Paris to play the album for Pharrell. But again, the Clips were recording their new album during this time, and while you're in the middle of the album, you're most likely really locked in. This is also their first project in 12 years, so it's really a big moment for them. And as Pusha T described it, Travis interrupted their studio session to not only play the entire album for them, but also record their reactions to the music.
Briefcase,
right? Yep.
You know, doing his whole promotional spiel for his album.
Yep.
He comes, he interrupts the session.
And while all this is fine, the only problem is Travis played Meltdown for them without Drake's verse. A verse that went on to have a lot of controversy because he dissed both Pharrell and Pusha T on that song.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a fuck about all of that heritage shit. Since V not around, the members done hung up the Louis.
In the verse, Drake threatens to melt down the chains that he bought from Pharrell's auction, which happened to be his iconic Neptune's chains, which he would later flex in multiple music videos as if he stole them.
But I'm handing them out. You wanna take off for real? Then come get his legacy out of my.
He also says in the verse that nobody's wearing Louis Vuitton since Pharrell took over.
Are you sure about that?
And even said that if Vogue wasn't suing him at the time, he would have been in Paris with the Wassas, which is a Toronto gang.
Lucky that Vogue was suing, cause I would have been with the Wassas in Paris and shit.
Humiliated yourself.
At one point, Toronto had a crackhead as a mayor, so no one's really scared of their gangs.
It's time to stop.
Being that Travis played the version that didn't have Drake on it, it definitely came as a shock that Drake ultimately had a verse on the song, and that verse is just dissing them.
I just thought it was disrespectful. I'm like, man, you know, we don't even want you here.
Especially when Travis was so excited and adamant to play them the album. And to add insult to injury, he played it for them in the Louis Vuitton headquarters. And while Pharrell usually is pretty chill and he doesn't really respond to very much, that's not really how Pusha T operates.
You going to ruin this fucking moment?
I absolutely have to.
Pusha T saw this as a sign of disrespect, and on the Clips' recently released song, So Be It, he dissed Travis in the last verse.
You cried in front of me, you died in front of me. Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
And being that this is during the Clips' press run for the album, he's been addressing it in their interviews. And while a lot of Travis Scott fans are just chalking this all up to Pusha T just being a clout chaser that starts beef every time he releases an album for first week sales, in actuality, that's not the case at all. Pusha T has been relevant for decades and has classic albums and songs. So he's definitely cemented himself as a legend in rap. So by no means is Pusha T looking for any type of clout or any exposure for the album at all. He's simply just addressing the situations that he's been involved with over the years. And the only reason that all of this is coming out right now instead of in 2023 or even last year was due to the massive delay in their album release because Def Jam refused to release their album, which led to them being dropped as artists.
Everything's halted. It's halted. It's said that it will not be put out.
And dropping Pusha T as a solo artist, all over Kendrick's upcoming verse on Chains and Whips. One thing to note about Travis is, this isn't the first time for this situation to happen. The exact same situation happened back in 2018, where he let Drake get on sicko mode and diss Kanye, who's without a doubt been the most impactful artist.
You not a threat.
Even more recently, we saw him egg on the entire Kendrick and Drake beef.
Oh man, please bro.
Where he begged Metro Boomin at Rolling Loud to play Like That, which went on to be one of the most explosive tracks last year, and sparked the back and forth between Kendrick and Drake.
Flashback.
Got PTSD, motherfucker.
Technically J. Cole too, but we don't really talk about him. So when you look at Travis doing this numerous times to multiple people, you realize Travis is just fake and has no allegiance to any person, which probably wouldn't be as big of a problem if they were just musical acquaintances. But Travis has had close relationships with all these artists for over a decade. And while Travis's team has already tried to pull the "we actually didn't know about the diss until it was too late," which Rob Markman recently revealed from a private conversation he had with a close affiliate that worked on Utopia, saying Travis doesn't pay attention close enough to lyrics to even catch something like that.
I don't think Travis intakes lyrics like that. Knowing him well, he definitely not picking apart no lyrics.
Which totally is a lie, because even if the verse was very last minute, Travis still went back and recorded additional vocals that referenced Drake's verse.
Is you fucking crazy? And they scared of the 7.
And then on top of that, there's no way as a 30-plus-year-old man, Travis wasn't aware of what the verse was actually about.
Think I'm stupid or something?
Even when Meltdown dropped, every person knew who Drake was talking about on the first listen. So for Travis, who most likely listened to that song multiple times before it came out, he facilitated a diss at people he was with 24 hours ago, which was just lame and corny because none of them did anything to Travis.
That shit is crazy.
And being that Travis can't even rap to defend himself on a song, this was just crazy to do, especially against Pusha T, who we literally saw in 2018 destroy Drake in a rap beat.
You are hiding a child, let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker playing border patrol.
So there's no amount of or he can do, because Travis, again, cannot rap to save his life.
I personally don't like rappers who don't rap.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear that.
And this isn't to say that Travis has to have this like undying allegiance to everyone, but man, it just gets to a point. Like, why do you keep letting them do this?
The way that you act, you don't see how you act while people don't want to be around you?
Recently, Push has even called out Kanye in a recent interview, even saying how he doesn't see him as a man, and Kanye knows that. And that's a big reason why they no longer see eye to eye.
Outside of music, we're nothing.
You and Kanye.
Yeah, we can't be anything outside of music.
With Kanye having one of the worst years of his career, between his antics reaching new heights,
I am an evil person.
and with his quality of music being at an all-time low, there's nothing Kanye can really bring that's beneficial to Pusha T, or really anyone right now. Even though he doesn't see eye to eye with Kanye anymore, he did mention how he's okay with how their relationship has ended, because Kanye gave Pusha T back his masters. The other big piece of news that Pusha T revealed during this press run, which was Def Jam dropping the clips and Pusha T as a solo artist all over Kendrick Lamar's upcoming verse, which has been rumored to be a feature on their album since last year. And while the verse allegedly has no diss towards Drake, Def Jam still wanted Pusha T to censor Kendrick's verse, which Pusha T refused to do. And the reason that they gave the clips for wanting to censor the verse was because Kendrick has a line where he says "trump card."
Do I look stupid to you?
Which made no sense at all and definitely wasn't the real reason, because this was at the height of him and Drake's beef, which Def Jam, being a subsidiary of UMG, didn't want to be involved with even before Drake's lawsuit. So this eventually led to Pusha T buying out his contract for allegedly over 7 figures, and the clips being released from Def Jam as artists. And even though Drake at the time didn't have his lawsuit filed, there were already rumors of Drake exploring legal action against the record label after the success of Not Like Us. And being that Drake is now in a full-fledged legal battle against UMG, this type of situation is something we'll definitely see more in the future, with more and more labels pushing to censor artists over rap beef to avoid potential lawsuits in the future. All because Drake wanted to act like Randall from Recess, all because he lost a rap beef that he never had a chance winning in the first place. So while a lot of people think Pusha T's clout chasing, he's simply just addressing everything that's been happening around him. And being that they're all pretty hot topics at the moment, they're naturally going to pick up more steam in the media. And one thing that Pusha T is going to do is not shy away from talking about what he's rapped about on records. And after Pusha T releasing a song like The Story of Adidon, there's no reason for him to not be direct anymore. One thing that's true about this situation is everything that's happened is truly just a domino effect of Birdman not paying Pharrell for that beat.
What happened to that boy?
Pharrell not getting paid for that beat really was the butterfly effect that changed everyone's career. With the album still a few weeks away, it'll be interesting to see what else gets revealed and who else gets addressed in the album. That's all I got for today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Ka-Kafanee.